This is our family trip to Oregon, in and around. We explored all around the upper northwest part of Oregon. Day one, Hood River, Oregon. We flew into Portland from Nashville and other places. We met the family in Portland and headed to Hood River, Oregon, but stopped to have a burger on the way.
Hi.
Peak number one, peak number two. There's like 100 people out there.
It's crazy. And they keep going all the way over there too.
So that's where we're staying, right there on the Columbia River. And we started exploring Hood River and found the Indian Creek Trail. So we went hiking on that. And the hillside on that trail was covered in blackberries. And I just ate blackberries the entire time on the hike. And we went down on the marina. And then we headed back to our hotel. Grabbed a drink and started to explore the hotel next door to ours.
It's really pretty. I like this curve in the wall. It's so pretty.
Oh, wow. Quite a drop off. And then there's a train that runs down there. Hi.
Hi.
And then that's the hotel we're staying at. And we look out over that. So as you can see, nice hotel up on a cliff overlooking the Columbia River in Hood River, Oregon. Beautiful vistas. Day 2, falls, vistas, bridges. We started off day 2 exploring around the area near Hood River, and we went up the road back towards Portland, and I'll mess up the name, Multnomah Falls, I believe is what it's called. I think this is one of the most popular sites in Oregon, and it's kind of 2 waterfalls with a bridge that goes over the one. And I think now you have to actually have a permit, and they limit the number of people that can go up and take pictures in front of the waterfall. So that's what we did. We took pictures in front of the waterfall. And then we actually hiked on the trail past the bridge, and we went all the way up to the top of the other waterfall. It's a 640-foot tall waterfall and pretty spectacular views no matter where you look. So you park actually off across the main road. There's a pretty big parking lot. And then you take about a 2.5 mile hike if you want to go up to the top. And I would definitely recommend going up all the way to the top. It is worth the views.
I'm in business right now. Good for you.
And after we messed around at the top for a few minutes, we started to head back down. There was actually a Voodoo Doughnut in a tree, which was kind of weird. It was like a little Easter egg hunt. And then, like I said, it's busy, so if you plan to go during the middle of the day, be ready for a crowd. Go early, go late. Then we got in the vehicle and started to head back up the road, and we went to Vista House. Vista House was just a place with a parking lot with an amazing vista and a house. Doesn't sound like much, but the view is pretty spectacular. So worth the stop. We spent a little time there taking in the views, and then we headed on up the road. So you wouldn't think a bridge would make a list of a sightseeing, but the Bridge of the Gods is definitely a fun bridge to go across. It goes across the Hood River, and we made our way across the river and kind of up the road. There's a train that runs along the road, and it goes through the mountains and tunnels in various places. And we were heading up. We were just having lunch that day, and then going to head back to our home that afternoon and relax. Pops is going to throw a wine glass at the plane, take him down, see if he's got his pull. It's a cool little plane.
That looks like almost a military spot plane, you know, they used to have. Fly real slow.
Day 3, Mount Hood. So we walked around the hotel next door to where we were staying. We were actually staying at the Columbia Cliff Villa Hotel, which was a newer building than the one next door. The other one might have been more, it might have even been a historic hotel. I'm not sure. Um, I think the big thing that I learned about this place was there were only a few of us staying in it, and it was a massive room. But Mimi and Pops put us up in a nice facility, and we didn't use most of it, but it had a sweet view. But later that morning, after we all got ready, we left the Cliff Villas and started to head towards Mount Hood. And we were going to visit Timberline Lodge that day. And we stopped along the way at a little pull-off creekside. Boy ain't right. We got lunch on the way, and then we made our way on to the Timberline Lodge, and we rode the Magic Mile ski lift up that. Now, the Timberline Lodge is the one that's in the movie The Shining, so that was the big thing there.
Walk on your tippy toes.
Everything is up. Joey, watch out. Look at all the poses.
Break your bar down, girls.
Bring it down. So quiet.
Hey, Mama.
Hey.
Hi, Bestie. He's very stressed.
He looks so.
Why are you so
Max is
stressed
freaked
out?
out. He stopped the chair lift because he was freaking out.
This is easier than walking.
I haven't been on a chairlift in so long.
I hope we don't fall out.
I don't know.
Running up under us, and then it went into like 2 rocks.
I yelled.
We're in shorts.
What did I yell?
Dude, they have to walk back up.
What did I yell, Mom? Oh, it's on video.
Oh,
That's no good.
How is he not falling on his face? There's a butterfly. I'm looking at the butterfly.
We relocated to downtown Portland at this point, and we walked around downtown Portland and did the thing I don't like the most, shopping. I did get a book because we went to a cool bookstore, and I got the most favorite fictional book that I've read in years, Ready Player One. Now, the big thing that we did when we were in downtown Portland, though, is we went to Voodoo Doughnuts. Now, this is shopping that I can get into. These are not good for you, but it's a pretty famous landmark in and around that area. And I tried to get the donut that I had seen on that trail at Multnomah Falls earlier, and I did. Later that night, we went out to dinner with the kids and then did some Pokemon hunting.
What level was your thingy?
Wait, can you get a picture of me with my new pincer?
It was a 749. 739. What was yours, Clayton?
Mine was only 300 something.
Oh, man.
Shut up, Clash of Clans. You still play that game?
Clans, freaking awesome.
What, you're like what? 38?
This just gave me
45? 43?
It gave me like a new motivation to play Pokemon because I just got excited about this.
Day 4, Oregon coast. On this day, we headed up to the Oregon coast, and we stopped along the way at the Tillamook Creamery, and we watched them make cheese, and we had some homemade ice cream, which was really good. Emily loves a factory tour. Emily likes them cutting the cheese.
I just like factories. That's my thing. I don't care what they're making or what they're doing. Look, she's getting the...
After that, we headed directly to the coast, and our goal was to get to Cannon Beach. And Mimi every year plans out her Christmas card. And this year's Christmas card was going to be the kids having their picture made in front of Haystack Rock. So we made it to Cannon Beach, and while Cameron was taking pictures of the kids, we got to sightsee, and it's pretty beautiful. We had a non-cloudy day, so we had good weather the day we were there. That was good. Pretty spectacular, pretty beautiful. Nobody went swimming, though. It's weird.
Are we getting out?
You gotta fill up a little bit.
She is.
After the beach, we drove all the way up to Astoria and had dinner in Astoria, and we liked Astoria a lot. We would actually go back to Astoria on the next year's family vacation. We liked it so much.
What is that? Well, it's not a cruise ship.
It's
There
a
are no
boat.
windows. What is on it, though? It must be just full
It's one of
of
the Japanese
containers.
whales. They're hiding the whales on the inside of it,
Whales
chopping
and
them up.
We had been in the car all day. That was a long day of driving, but totally worth it. And we saw a rainbow on the way home. But we were all glad, I think, to be back at our hotel that evening. Day 5 through 7, New Mexico. Now that wrapped up our time up in Oregon, and we finished the trip down at Pops's house down in New Mexico. So we wrapped up and started to head to the airport and head to New Mexico.
No, it's why it's gotta be this way.
Pretty much all we did while we were in New Mexico was eat. We ate at Panda Ray. We ate in Las Vegas, New Mexico at Blake's Lotta Burger. We drove an hour and a half up the road to eat at Chimayo, which we always try to do when we're in the area. And then we tried to burn off some calories at the swimming hole. We were unsuccessful, but we did get to go into the swimming hole. And then we wrapped up our time in New Mexico eating in Albuquerque at El Pinto before we headed to the airport for some Pokemon hunting before we flew home. Really fun trip, Mimi and Pops. Pops does a great job of planning these trips and staging everything where we hit a lot of things. I got caught right here in front of the donut rotisserie. It was quite a sight to see. I mean, it was better than all those waterfalls and stuff.